So saliva is actually salivary amylase. Salivary amylase. Saliva breaks down starch into sugars. It breaks down starch into sugars that are easy to digest. The pancreas and salivary gland make amylase to hydrolyze dietary starch into disaccharides and trisaccharides, which are converted by other enzymes as well to glucose, and that is required for the body to provide energy. So I will make a table like this one, that starch that is broken down into disaccharides. Begin with the starch that is broken down into disaccharides, or you can say trisaccharides, and that is then broken down into glucose. That provides energy. Okay, as I have already told you the types of parts that are different in the alimentary canal. So food is pushed down by the movement of wall of the food pipe. What is stomach? You must know what is stomach, an important part of our body and of alimentary canal. Actually, stomach is a thick walled bag. Thick walled bag. It is a thick walled bag, and its shape is like that of flattened U shape, and it is the widest part of alimentary canal. You can see from buccal cavity up to the anus, it is the most widest part, that is stomach. The inner lining of stomach secretes, but its inner lining, I will write down, inner lining secretes mucus. It secretes HCl and digestive juices, and their oversecretion actually causes acidity also. Mucus is actually provided for providing the lining. It is actually provides the lining, and it protects actually the inner structures also. The acid, that is HCl, kills many bacteria that enter along with the food. So if we take contaminated food, up to some extent HCl helps to kill these bacteria and makes the medium, the proper medium for digestion in the stomach, and it helps the digestive juices to act as well. The digestive juices that break down the proteins and into simpler components. And other is the small intestine. Actually, small intestine is highly coiled. Small intestine is a coiled structure. Small intestine is a coiled structure and is quite long. It is about 7.5 meters long. So this much is the length of small intestine, and it has finger-like outgrowths that help in food absorption. Another one is liver. Talking about liver, actually liver is the largest gland of human body. It is the largest gland in our body, and it is located on the upper part of abdomen on the right side. On the right side it is present. When you have pain in the right side, it is in the liver and is due to mainly the gastritis. Okay, we will talk later about that. It is reddish brown in color. These are the main main points about liver. And what are its functions? It secretes bile juice. It secretes bile juice, and bile juice is stored in gall bladder. So the bile here is secreted and is stored in the gallbladder. Bile secreted by liver, stored in the gallbladder. And what is bile? Bile, you must remember this. Bile is actually required for digestion of fats. So this is over. Next one is pancreas. Pancreas are below stomach. They are located below stomach and they secrete pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice. This is secreted by pancreas and it acts on carbohydrates, fats and proteins. You have to remember this, and it changes it into simpler forms. Carbohydrates get broken down into sugar, fats into fatty acids and protein into amino acid. This is the main thing. Carbohydrates, these are broken down into sugars like glucose. Fats are broken down into fatty acids and glycerol, and proteins are broken down into amino acids. The digested part is absorbed in the blood vessels from small intestine, and the absorbed substances are transported to different parts of the body. Another is the large intestine. Large intestine is quite much wider and shorter than the smaller one. It helps in expelling out the food that is as in the form of feces through the anus, and digestion of carbohydrates etc. begin in the buccal cavity. Now we will talk a little bit about digestion in grass-eating animals. For humans, digestion part is over. So a little bit about digestion in grass-eating animals. In grazing animals, you can simply say grazing animals. Okay, grazing animals such as cow, buffalo and deer. Cows, buffaloes and deer, they are known as ruminants or ruminant animals. Actually, ruminants have a large sac-like structure called rumen. That is why they are known as ruminants. Sac-like structure, that is rumen. So they are called as ruminants. That is located actually between esophagus and the small intestine. The rumen is located between small intestine and esophagus. Okay, this cellulose of body is digested here by the action of certain bacteria that are not present in humans. So this can be asked that what is not digested by humans but digested by grazing animals or animals simply, that is cellulose. Why is it so? Because cellulose is digested in rumen and rumen is not present in humans. So that's why actually curd is partially digested food in the rumen. Partially digested food in the rumen is curd. Partially digested part. Humans that do not digest cellulose. Cud returns to the mouth and is chewed by the animal again and again. This is called rumination. And you can see that rumination is quite followed by cows, etc. You must have seen this. Actually, rumination is returning of the food back to the mouth that is partially digested again and again, so that they have something to eat and they have stored it. That is rumination. So digestive part is over. For the next lecture we will begin with respiration.